Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Hey Aries, how are all you guys doing? I hope you're doing really well wherever you are. I hope all of you know that at the end of the day that I love and I support all of you, and I want ultimately for all of you to be happy and for only good things to come your way. I thought it's been quite the week for me. So I thought we would start with something a little bit fun and talk about something that maybe you're familiar with and you know all about, or but maybe some of you don't know. And we all have a code. And if a person can find the right combination to our love code, then they can unlock our emotions. And part of that is your love language. And I wrote them down because most people have one that they favor more than the others. But then again, everybody's different, so some people might be a combination of love languages. Okay, but here are the 5 love languages. Number 1 is words of affirmation. So some people really need to hear from you for you to be emotionally open and for you to tell them how you feel and also show it. Okay. And number 2 is quality time. So, spending time together, just doing things, just being together. 3 is receiving gifts. So some people feel really loved if you give them gifts. Okay. And gifts could be different things, okay? It doesn't have to be like physical gifts. It could be you go out of your way to gift them by taking away a responsibility or something. That could be a gift that you gave that person. Or you do a job for them that they normally have to do and you take a load off their shoulders. Well, I guess that would be acts of service. Never mind. Okay. Number 4 is acts of service. Okay. Is a love language. So, that could entail what I just said. Okay. And number 5 is physical touch, which a lot of people need that to feel loved. Okay. And sometimes, people are a combination of these, but a lot of people really need one of these more than others. Okay. And a good thing to do is just ask them. Ask them what their love language is, and then you'll know. And if they ask you back, that's a really good sign because they want to know how best to love you. So it's a good indication that they're very interested in you. Okay. Now, also something really good, the number one thing that people fight about is money. So I would say a really good thing to ask somebody is, what are your expectations when it comes to money? Okay. And then, if you two don't agree on this, then, it might be a deal breaker. And that's another question that you could ask somebody that could help you and save you some time is, what are your deal breakers? What is it that you would never ever tolerate? Okay? Because you want your relationship with someone to have open communication, for there to be trust, respect, and mutual support. And if somebody feels all of those things, then that also opens, you're finding their combination and you're going to crack the code. Okay? And then also you could ask somebody, what are your expectations when it comes to love? What is it you're ultimately looking for? And that's a really good question for somebody. And, showing personal interest in somebody also, really and showing them you really care about them, that will also help crack their code. Okay. All right. I thought I would just share some of that with you guys. I'm sure some of that you already knew. Okay. But it's just fun to talk about it. All right. I pulled your energy And I got your past energy was family ties. Family dynamics are influencing the relationship. Okay, so for some of you, some type of family dynamic could be influencing in the past your relationship, or it could still currently be influencing your relationship. You just take this how it best fits you. But, and this could also apply, well, this is your energy, so this applies to you, but it also could apply to the person on your mind as well. It could apply to both of you, you know. All right, your current energy, Aries, is silent understanding. Unspoken understanding creates a deep connection. All right, so if you see in this picture, there, you know, he is really supporting her. All right, and it goes a long way. She knows she's supported by him without him saying a word. Okay, she just knows that he's there for her. All right, so that creates a huge bond, and that's also cracking the code on somebody, is when they know that you understand them. And sometimes you can understand somebody without them explaining themselves, which that's a very deep connection. All right, now your future energy is very interesting. I got double crossed. You may face betrayal or being double crossed. Okay, so some of you, something along these lines could happen. Okay, I don't like to see this, but this is what came out. Okay, I got what is supporting you guys. Okay, and one thing that's supporting you guys is influence. Now, this could mean two things. It could mean that you have good influences in your life and they're helping you out. But also it could mean that somebody in your life, their bad influences could be keeping them away from you. Thus, it's a protection for you and it's supporting you. Okay? All right, and then we have nature that is supporting you. Okay? So you have people in your corner. Okay? You have like a community that surrounds you, some of you. And, you know, nature is very healing and it can really help you. And it can help you clear your mind when you get out in nature, and maybe you'll have like a light bulb moment for some of you. And then I have direction is supporting you. So if you know what you want and where you want to end up ultimately, then that's supporting you. Okay? And then I have trickery. Now this kind of baffled me how this would be supporting you, but you know, I used the tarot cards to help explain it to me, and I got that somebody's indecision or the fact that they're stalling with you possibly, it is going to lead to them missing out on you and for you to have a new beginning elsewhere. Okay? So possibly somebody's tricks actually, kicked them in the foot, or they shot themselves in the foot type of energy. Okay, and that supported you because you missed out on somebody that had bad intentions for you, that wasn't worthy of you anyways. Okay, now what I asked Spirit what could be blocking you, and I got observation. So maybe some of you are just over analyzing something and giving it too much weight, okay? Which I've been there, I totally get it. I overanalyzed something till I was like red in the face. I've been there. I've been consumed too with overanalyzing even myself, okay? So that could be blocking you. And then community could be blocking you. Now this could be you, or this could be like the person on your mind. They're concerned about others' opinions, about maybe you two being together, okay? All right. Oh, I have the angel message. Okay. So Aries, the angels want to tell you this. Cross out the could-be's and what do you see? See clearly and you will know the direction you need to go. Some people don't see the obstacles and they fall into the traps that are set for them. Your false twin is in a karmic cycle of repeating bad behaviors and thinking it will all turn into healthy results. This is the fool jumping off the cliff thinking they can reach the other side, but they miscalculated the jump. You are always on this person's mind and they don't understand why they can't escape you. I taunt them with signs and dreams. When they go out, they always hear your name everywhere they go. It irritates them that they can't escape you. This false twin flame is in trouble with the law and it's their own doing. They broke the law and were turned in by one of their karmics. This karmic realized that they stole their credit card and filed a police report. And your false twin flame is responsible for these charges on this karmic's credit card. This is karma. They also have stolen money from people, and these people have tried to come after them and have threatened to kill them if they don't give them their money back. So this false twin flame moved from their current location into another house, paranoid that they would be attacked by this karmic they stole from. This is all quite the scandal. Your false twin flame has hit rock bottom, but that's just what happens when you try to play tricks and steal from people. They think they deserve money because they sleep with these people, but they sleep with them because of their sex addiction. It's a have to, but they think they are justified in stealing from them. They are sick and twisted, but it's all catching up to them. Okay, good grief. Okay, so for some of you, your false twin flame has turned into a criminal because they've hit rock bottom. Okay, and they think it's okay. Somehow they're justifying it in their head. But really, it's not really paying off for them. You know, it's not cheap to have to move. That costs quite a bit of money to have to move. So did they even make any money? Did they even come out on top from stealing from that person? Probably not. It probably cost them more money to move than what they stole, you know. So, you know, there's a reason why they say crime doesn't pay. Okay. Okay, we're going to move on. And we're going to find out what's going on with the person on your mind. Aries. Okay. Oh, what do y'all think of my shirt? It says occasional adult. It's a joke. Oh, man. I've got the Two of Cups reversed. Okay. So there could be some type of breakup in your person's energy, okay? Something's not going well. There's some kind of disharmony, some type of disconnect going on with them. With that Two of Cups reversed, okay? I have the Seven of Cups. And I have the Ten of Pentacles. They both came out. Okay. Alright, so the person on your mind with the Ten of Pentacles, they could be in some type of commitment. Okay, or they're focused on money. Possibly they're worried about their finances. Okay, and then with with the Ten of Pentacles falling beside the Seven of Cups, this could mean that this person is looking for another job. So they could be looking at job opportunities, trying to find a better job. Okay. Oh, and then we have an Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to clarify that because I'm not sure what that is trying to tell me about the person on your mind. Possibly they could want to, you know, a new beginning with you. I will say that. Okay. All right. We're going to clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. I hope I showed that. This is what I got. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh my. Okay. All right. I got the Empress in reversed. Okay, so maybe possibly it's not going well in paradise. Okay, it's not, things aren't smooth sailing for the person on your mind, and possibly the person they're dealing with, or this could be them. Okay, but these, whatever's going on, two people do not trust each other, and it's because one of them is very selfish, and there's some type of infidelity going on. Okay, this person is all about themselves, and possibly they have children since they're coming out as an Empress in reverse. Okay, more than likely. All right, and they're these two are at odds with each other. Whatever's going on, there's something, the relationship is terrible with the person on your mind. Okay, horrible. They could not even be speaking to each other. Okay. All right. Clarify the Ten of Cups. All right. I got Strength. Okay. I need to clarify that. This could be somebody's trying to strengthen their financial security. Okay. That they're really focused on their financial success, and they're trying to overcome financial obstacles, but they could be a Leo. Clarify Strength, please. Okay. I feel like in some type of family dynamic, the person on your mind, okay, it came out like this. The person on your mind feels like they're having to carry the whole family on their shoulders. Like they're having to carry the weight of the majority of things that have to get done. Okay, they feel like they're doing it all when it comes to the people around them. Okay, and they're burnt out and they're stressed out. Okay, and they feel like they have too many responsibilities, and I mean, they are trying to do with the Strength card, they're handling it well, and they're trying to courageously endure these hardships, but they do feel like they're carrying too much. And they feel like they have a lot of people depending on them, and they're not. And I feel like maybe for some of you, they want to let go of some of this, some of the responsibilities, because they feel burned out. All right, clarify the Seven of Cups, please. What's the Six of Pentacles? Justice? Clarify justice. Chariot movement. Okay. All right, I got the Chariot clarifying justice. So the person on your mind could be a Cancer or a Libra. Okay. I feel like Spirit is trying to say the person on your mind made the choice to give to something. Okay? They were given to something, and it was their choice. So it's justice that they have this responsibility, because they chose this. They chose to give to this situation. So it was their choice, and now they are like stressed out and doing way too much, but they made this decision. Okay? And I feel like maybe part of the justice is they feel like they're being controlled. Okay, and that's also part of their justice, that somebody has kind of has some control over them. Okay, and maybe like pulling the strings. Okay. All right, clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups. We have Death. Clarify Death. Clarify the Page of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay, tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Perspective. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Okay. All right. I feel like some of you have experienced some type of ending when it comes to love. Okay. Something, and you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel like there's been a change with some of you when it comes to love. Okay. And you are, maybe you're a bit, you're curious about maybe some of you are curious about someone new, and you have your eye on someone new. Okay. And maybe it's someone that you find to be very loving. Also, this could mean that you're showing yourself, you're being very compassionate and nurturing with yourself. Okay. And you are imagining like a new romantic opportunity. Okay. A lot of you, or possibly there is somebody that has their eye on you with the Knight of Cups. Okay. Because they find you to be very loving and very nurturing. Okay. But I do feel like after this ending, it kind of like changed your perspective, because we've got the Hangman. So I think a lot of you have figured out what you want and what you don't want. Okay. And this could be, you are going to be gifted a blessing. An opportunity is upcoming for you in the future. Okay. With the Ace of Pentacles, because you released what was no longer serving you with the Death card. Okay. And you came more into your own. And now that you've released, you could have changed. And maybe you changed what you would tolerate and what you wouldn't tolerate. And this is opening the door for some type of blessing. Okay. That's headed your way. Okay. So this could be financial, or this could be like a person. Okay. It could be either one, but something that's going to yield results. Okay. And it's going to be prosperous. Okay. All right. So it could be a new job. It could be, but also it could be a connection. Whatever, it's something is upcoming for you guys is what I'm getting. Okay. We're going to clarify the Empress in reverse now. Okay. Tell me about the Empress in reverse. Okay. I got the Four of Cups. So I feel like this person, whoever they are, if this is the person on your mind or the person they're dealing with, okay, is very, and for a lot of you, it's probably the person they're dealing with. Okay. This is like a loveless connection with this person because they're selfish. Okay. And I would say bad with money. Okay, and the Empress in reverse is not abundant financially. Okay, now this person is kind of sitting in a state of they're dissatisfied with life in general, and they could be like very unhappy and kind of toxic. Okay, this person's definitely toxic because they're coming out as anybody that's reversed in tarot has like quite a bit of negative behavior going on with them. And it could be negative beliefs too. Beliefs that are limiting them. Okay. All right, let's clarify the Four of Cups. Can you tell me more about this Four of Cups? Okay, this person feels like they kind of want to change. Okay, because something's just not this, whatever this relationship is, it's loveless, it's not going well, it's not what they want. Okay, and this person is selfish, so they're concerned with what's best for them. So this person is thinking about taking another path. Okay, and they're looking at things, and they're weighing their options. Okay, with the Two of Wands. Okay, now I'm going to clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, can you clarify that, please? Okay. All right, so I got two cards, the Star and the Nine of Swords. Okay, clarifying this. All right, I feel like this person is trying to make the best of these responsibilities, but they feel like it's too much for them. Okay, but with the Star card, you know, they're hoping that things might turn around, but in reality, they're very, very worried. Okay, they're stressed out. There's anxiety. This person could be restless, and they could be experiencing insomnia. Okay, this person is what? Well, let's see. They're in a dark place. Okay, the Nine of Swords is a dark place. They want things to be better, but they're really worried about this. Okay, that they're caring too much for them. Okay, and this also could mean that they're financially upside down. Okay. Okay. We're going to clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot, please. Queen of Wands. Okay, tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. Okay, clarify the Page of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. All right. I feel like what this is telling me, and I'm going to redo what I said. That what I said with this could also apply. I feel like it's applying to the person on your mind, but this also could apply to you guys. Okay, but I feel like something is dead with the person on your mind. Okay, the love they have for someone's dead. Okay, all right, and they possibly are spying on you. Okay, and they're watching you. Okay, because they have love for you. Okay, and they want to reach out. Okay, and they want to confess to you, and they want to talk to you, and they want to express their feelings towards you, okay? Because they're seeing things differently, okay? And how they see things is you were the blessing. You were the person that could have changed everything. You were the person that was like a gift from above. And now they see that with the hangman. They see how valuable you are. Okay, now. All right? So, but also, I mean, that could apply to you guys too. That some, but I feel like let's apply it to the person on your mind more. Okay? All right. Now, I do feel like this. Okay, you guys did make a choice to give to yourself. All right? And that what you were going to give to, okay? And you are moving forward, okay? All right? Because some of you possibly were the other person, and you could still be the other person, okay? Depends on the circumstances, but I feel like you want a new love, and you're moving forward, okay? All right? And you're being honest with yourself and what you want, okay? And you are trusting your higher self, okay? And you've been thinking about what it is that truly speaks to you, okay? With the Four of Swords, okay? So I feel like a lot of you want a relationship that's balanced and that you feel is equal and that is based on the truth, and you feel fair and you feel heard, okay? So you're moving toward new opportunities, okay? And you're being hopeful, like there's a lot of possibilities for you, okay? And you might be a little bit sensitive when it comes to love because of the past, okay? And maybe you've been very direct with somebody and you've told them this is what's up, okay? All right? But I feel like you're trusting yourself with the High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to clarify the Four of Swords. The Moon. What's the Moon about? Oh. Okay. I feel like possibly some of you have some fears and a lot of emotions that maybe you're trying to repress, or also anxiety because of some type of betrayal, some type of hurt that you've experienced, okay? Some type of painful ending, right? You could have been dealing with a Pisces, an air sign, okay, a fellow fire sign, all right? All right, I do feel like this Empress in reverse is the person on your mind, the person they're dealing with, okay? And that could be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. Okay, clarify the Two of Wands. Okay, clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay. All right, I feel like the person that they're dealing with, okay, they're whatever situation they're in, this person is leaving, is making the choice to walk away from the person on your mind, okay, because they think that they will be happy elsewhere, okay, that something better, something that they're going to feel that their happiness lies elsewhere, basically. With the Three of Cups is what I'm getting, but I'll clarify that. Can you tell me about the Three of Cups? Yeah. They want something more balanced, something more in line with them. Maybe they're walking, they're looking for solutions to, possibly they have some type of money problem going on, okay, and they think that there's someone that can provide for them better because they're coming out as the Empress in reverse, okay, all right, so possibly they have somebody else too, and that person makes them happier than the person on your mind, okay, all right, because they don't love the person on your mind. They don't love them. Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Okay, we got the Hermit, so they could be a Virgo. Oh, man. This could mean that your person is like in the dark night of the soul, okay? They're in a very dark place. They're depressed, and they feel all alone, and they feel like nobody understands, and they're trying to hide possibly their depression and their worries from other people. But this person feels like hopelessness, the person on your mind, especially when it comes to like finances, I think. Okay, clarify the Hermit. Okay, clarify the Knight of Swords. Okay, clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay, what's this rapid change or communication from this person? What's this? Okay, what's the victory? Or tell me about the Six of Wands. All right. All right, I feel like this person is really worried to talk to you, okay, for some of you, all right, and they're carrying a lot of guilt around when it comes to y'all's connection, okay, and they felt like you gave a lot more to the connection than they did with the Ten of Wands in reverse, okay, maybe they feel like they were detached and cold to you, okay, they do want to rectify the situation, because I do feel like they see you as somebody that they could have it all with, okay? All right? Now, they're really stressed out when it comes to you, too. Besides their financial problems, this person does have some type of financial issue they're dealing with, okay? Now, I feel like they see you as the bright light, like you are the light in their life. You brought this person light, okay? You were possibly the best thing in this person's life. Maybe they felt like you were their best friend, okay? For some of you, you were somebody who was just always positive, and you were like their sunshine, okay? Now, they realize that maybe they are letting their worries get the best of them, okay? And that's what's been stopping this person. Maybe they realize that they're overthinking y'all's connection on some level, okay? Now, they want to explain themselves. Okay, they've been in hermit mode, okay? And they've been contemplating, like, trying to heal y'all's connection. They've been contemplating that. Okay. Now, this person wants to explain and defend themselves and try to get you to understand their side of the story. Okay? And they've been trying to figure out how best to explain themselves so that you would be understanding of them. Okay? All right? Now, this person is going to take some type of rapid action. These two cards speak of really fast movement. So this person is just dying to tell you something. It's like an urge that it's like what's the word? An itch they are dying to scratch. I think that's the saying. Okay, this person is really wanting to communicate with you. Okay. All right, and it could be a King of Pentacles. So you could have been dealing with a Earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Okay, but they feel like you two could really be a success, and they are seeing you as the one they want in the long term. Okay, my long-term success is with Aries. And this person wants to, that's one of the things that they want to tell you, okay? And they're going to take the action and confess these things to you, okay? They're on the move. So possibly this person could be moving locations so that they can, and once they move, okay, possibly some of you, they're having to move, and maybe they're moving closer to you, possibly, okay? And when they get there, they're going to reach out and explain themselves, okay? And possibly they've got a lot to say with the Eight of Wands, okay? And they're just going to rapid fire this huge explanation on you, okay? Because this person has wised up and they've learned a lot. Like, they went to the school of life and it's taught them a lot, okay? All right, that's what I'm getting for the person on your mind, okay? So they do want another opportunity with you, Aries, okay? All right, and I feel like the person they're with is choosing someone else and they're walking away from them. Okay, because this person is dependent on others. So they made sure that they found somebody else before they walked away. Okay, is what I'm getting. All right, I think that's the reading. Let's see what's upcoming for you guys. What's upcoming for Aries, Spirit? Okay. All right. Can you clarify? I've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, Death, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, I have another one. And then the Knight of Wands. Okay. Let me get one more. Okay. All right. So I feel like somebody wants to explain themselves, okay, and they want to apologize and they want to make things right with you, and they're going to tell you the truth, okay? All right, for some of you, they're going to tell you that they got out of a commitment, okay, and it's over. And possibly what's upcoming for some of you as well is that you're going to get out of a commitment, okay? Or maybe the person on your mind is getting, oh, I said that already. So possibly upcoming, the person on your mind is going to end a commitment, a marriage. Okay. All right. Now, I feel like the person on your mind feels like they need, like, that you deserve to know the truth, and also you deserve an explanation, okay? So if they did you dirty in the past, I feel like the person on your mind wants to make things right. They want to try to make you see their side of the story, okay? But also I feel like for some of you, what is upcoming is you're going to have new love, okay? And you're going to explain to the person from your past that I'm with someone else, okay? And I see your side of the story, but I've moved on, okay? I feel like the truth of the matter is a lot of you have had a breakthrough, okay? And you're on a new successful path, okay? You have awareness. You are wearing that crown of victory because you have clarity, okay? And when you have clarity, you see somebody for who they are, okay? So a lot of you see somebody for just who they are, okay? And this is helping you to release the sadness, to release the regret, and to move on, okay? All right, and you are very hopeful for the future because of the truth, okay? And you are recovering, all right? I feel like for some of you, you're passionately moving towards something upcoming that is you see for yourself in the long run, okay? So your passion is moving forward in a direction that you think you can have something rewarding and something fulfilling upcoming. All right, and a lot of you are having, you're going to end a connection possibly and enter a new one. You're going to have a rebirth when it comes to love, okay? So it's some type of new opportunity is upcoming for you guys in love, all right? And it'll be mutual. So this is nice, okay? So basically a lot of you out with the old and with the new, okay? Or for some of you, the person on your mind is going to end a commitment, okay? And you two will enter a relationship, okay? Because you both have mutual feelings for each other, okay? So just take it how it resonates, right? Okay. All right, so let's see. I'll use some of the heart cards I have. Let's see what this person on your mind wants to say. I'm obsessed with you. Okay. So for some of you, they're obsessed. Your kindness and care has changed me. Aw. That's so sweet. Okay. I have never felt this strongly about someone before. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe that's why the person they're with is leaving them, because they know that they don't love them, they love you. I'm focused on healing myself. Okay, we saw that in their energy with the star card, that they were trying to heal. Okay, I think time apart is best for us right now. Okay, so maybe they're in a bad place for some of you. I feel insecure around you. Okay, so maybe they feel like they don't measure up to you, okay? But maybe that's all in their head. This person is in the Nine of Swords. So maybe this person thinks up things that aren't really true, okay? Maybe you're crazy about this person and they don't even realize how crazy you are for them, okay? Because they're insecure. I miss you. All right. I love the way you carry yourself, okay? So maybe you carry yourself with confidence and you just know what you want, okay? Your fire burns bright. I'm scared to let someone in, okay? So maybe this person thinks that the real them isn't enough or isn't good enough, or I don't know. Can you love my flaws type of energy? I think you are so adorable. Okay. So maybe there's a little bit, maybe you just sparkle with the adorable thing. Okay. I care too much what others think. Okay. So maybe this is why they're worrying too much, is because they have to make a move that's going to change things, and they're concerned with other people's opinions about their moves. Okay, possibly. Okay, I'm going to use some of these for you guys. Okay, let's see. We have forward movement. Move forward from the heart, guided by your inner compass toward the future. Okay? So, let your inner compass guide you. Okay? Let the high priestess inside of you guide you forward. Okay? Hold the vision you have for yourself. Look to the future with foresight and make wise choices. Okay? All right? So, where do you see for yourself in the long run? Where do you think your positivity lies? You know how bright that card is? Okay. All right. Innovation. Boldly experiment and open new possibilities. Okay. So don't be afraid to think outside the box, to experiment and with new possibilities. Maybe date somebody that's not typically your type, possibly. I don't know. This could mean that. Okay. That might be helpful. I mean, you never know. Maybe someone that you think isn't your type is your type. Possibly. Belonging. Find your true place where you are loved and accepted for who you are. Okay. Find the puzzle piece that fits. Okay. Self-awareness. Understand your inner needs and true feelings. Okay. So really take a good, long, hard look at yourself. What is it that you truly feel? And what is it that you truly need from somebody? Okay. Brave heart. Face the world with fearlessness, breaking through all boundaries with courage. Okay. Channel that Leo energy. Okay. You can break through boundaries, okay? All right? I let fear stop me for a long time. I had an ego problem, okay? But once you break through, man, it feels so good to get past that fear. Man, you do feel empowered. Once you break through it, you did it, okay? And it isn't, sometimes fear is, you think it's bigger than it really is, but it's all in your head. Okay, I thought if I would do something, it would be earth shattering, but that was just all in my head. Okay, all right. Safety. Feel protected and stable, grounded in security, no matter what life brings. Okay, so find your safety. Find that lighthouse. Find the light. Okay, find your direction. Okay, your safe harbor. Awakening. Realize your growth and changes and embrace awakening. Okay, be the person that you truly want to be. Okay, transform into the person that you feel you can look at the mirror and say, hey, I'm proud of that person. Okay, I'm proud of where I'm going and who I've become. All right. Heritage. Cherish the wisdom and experiences of the past, passing them to the future. Okay. You have a lot of wisdom that you hold. Use it to your advantage. Okay. And the wisdom you've gained from your family. Your family has advice that's worth listening to. No matter if you don't agree with your family on some things, there's still some things they taught you, hopefully. Okay. And this could be grandparents. This could be parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever, that they gave you some type of advice that was very wise, okay? Or they taught you something that can really help you moving forward. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me do the, oh, you know what? I've never done these cards. These are new and I haven't used them. I don't even know what they're called. Okay, but let's see what they have to say. Okay, we have military. So possibly some of you are in the military, or you're going to meet a guy or gal that was in the military, or could have been in the military or still is in the military. Okay. We have extraterrestrial. Early Earth dweller, close encounter, off-worlder, watcher, or guardian. Okay, so some of you are going to meet somebody that's very unique, or possibly you're just very unique. Okay, you could be like an earth angel with the extraterrestrial. You're unlike others, or maybe the person you're going to meet is unlike others. Okay. We have tribe, group living, commune, cult, monastery. Okay. So take this how it fits. Maybe someone in your life is in a group living type of situation, or it could be you're going to meet your soul tribe moving forward, or maybe you already have and you should lean on them. Okay. And this also could mean that there's some type of group of people that are just out there in that you know, okay? Extraterrestrials. So they're kind of fanatical, possibly. Okay? I take it how it resonates. We have earth disaster, drought, building collapse, earthquake, animal attack, addiction, and then revolution. Okay. All right. So maybe somebody that has addictions, their earth is shattering. Okay. They're hitting rock bottom. Okay. And this is causing some type of revolution in their life. Okay. Some type of awakening. Okay. Or possibly some of you are overcoming addictions. Okay. Because you kind of woke up with the earthquake card, earth disaster. Okay, something woke you up. Okay, and now you're in a state of revolution and you are improving yourself, and maybe some of you will meet somebody wealthy. Okay, or maybe your addiction caused a lot of terror in your life. Okay, some type of like violence, or it could be the person on your mind is dealing with someone who's violent. Okay. And it's because they have addictions. So maybe the person on your mind is dealing with somebody who they're on shaky ground in their life. They're on an unstable foundation because they're dealing with somebody who has addictions. And you know, a person who has addictions is unpredictable, okay? All right. And then we have royalty, okay? So maybe some of you will meet somebody, and it says on here, direct descendant, illegitimate, distant relationship, disposed of, or loss of title, okay? But maybe you're going to meet somebody who treats you like royalty, okay? Or, you know, take that how it resonates. That could mean a lot of things. We have burned, house fire, branding, book burning, persecution, okay? So maybe some of you are dealing with some type of persecution, or maybe there's been some type of destruction in your life, okay? Some type of, I hope none of your houses have burned down, okay? All right. But maybe you are the phoenix rising out of a bad situation, okay? you got out of the fire before it turned on, or before things got out of control, before the heat got too much to handle, or something like that. Okay, we have banishment and then brainwashing. Okay, they came out together. So maybe somebody's leaving behind some type of brainwashing, some type of thinking that really wasn't theirs, but they were kind of indoctrinated to believe. Okay, these cards are really interesting. I don't know. Okay, we'll get a few of these. Let's see. I'm so immature, I need to grow up. So we have Sagittarius. We have I'm in misery. We have getting tarot readings. We have Virgo. So maybe a Virgo is getting tarot card readings. We have healer for the ages. Okay, so maybe you have a very healing energy. Maybe you helped heal this person. I give up. I'm confessing how I feel. You were a secret. So some of you were a secret, and maybe you still are. I don't know. We have self-love, DF. Okay, so maybe some of you are just like loving yourself. Okay, I'm coming back. I hope you will forgive me. No one has ever made me feel like this. Okay, I'm stuck with a bad person. So some of you, the person on your mind feels like they're stuck with a bad person. You hold the power of the universe. So don't forget how strong you are, how capable, how powerful you are. Don't underestimate yourself. Okay. And then we have you turn me on. I want you so much. Okay. So somebody's got the hots for you, Aries. Okay. Let's end with some. Let's see. Okay. We have reassess. We have nurture yourself first. This is some badass affirmations. We have reevaluate your priorities, okay? We have trust the divine plan. We have refine your attention. We have focus on success. We have be of service, okay? All right. So sometimes we just need to be there for the person. Okay, let's see. I'm not perfect, but I'm effing awesome. Okay, so tell yourself good things. Tell yourself the positive things. All right. I let go of the BS and embrace the awesome. Okay. Now, don't let you know, I know it's hard to not focus on something negative sometimes because it kind of eats at you. But if you can let go of the BS, you're going to feel better, okay? All right? Sometimes I've in the past I've held on to the negative, okay? And it didn't really serve me well. I don't need anyone's validation. I'm effing enough. Okay. All right? So you are enough, okay? You matter. You are amazing. Popularity is overrated. I'm too busy being my badass self, okay? So it doesn't really matter what other people think of you. It's like who you really are as a person is what matters. Okay? Your reputation, people could get that wrong. But who you are on the inside is what counts, okay? Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm the baddest bitch of them all. Okay. And the most beautiful or handsome. Okay. Dream big, hustle hard, and show the world what a badass you are. Okay. So, if somebody didn't see that you are amazing and you are so special and they didn't value you, okay, or they took you for granted, all right, well, then you can just show them, like, what they missed out on, and they can eat your heart out, baby, type of energy. Okay? All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this.